What is up, guys? It is Bad Dog. The good news, if it is good news, I get to stream the Giants-Eagles tomorrow night. So I hope you tune in for that one. That ought to be really funny watching me react to that game, because I react like an idiot anyway most of the time and a lunatic. But when we play the Eagles, it gets ratcheted up a little bit more. So I hope you tune in for that. But this video is about the Yankees. So last night they lose 4-3. Another tough loss. Congratulations to the Red Sox and the real Red Sox fans that have been in my stream for these games. I appreciate you guys swinging by. I had a lot of fun doing the baseball streams. I'm going to do some World Series games for sure, because baseball is my first love. But again, man, congrats to the Red Sox. They were obviously the better team in this series. They just did the little things, and they got some bounces. The Yankees missed. I mean, it's a game of inches. The Yankees missed things by inches. Gary Sanchez missed a grand slam last night by inches. Gleyber Torres was beaten by a quarter of a step on the last play of the game. Aaron Hicks missed a foul or a home run by 3 feet. And the Red Sox were able to keep those type of balls fair. They had some breaks go their way, but whatever. I mean, good teams make their own luck, which is going to get to my point here. I screamed over and over again in these streams about how analytics is terrible, and pretty much and how analytics have nothing to do with winning baseball games, and it really doesn't. I watched the Yes Network last night, and Paul O'Neill pretty much said, throw analytics out the window when it comes to playoff baseball. That's not how you win baseball games. The Red Sox hit 400 in this series with runners in scoring position. This was the difference in the series. The Red Sox were 14 for 35 with runners in scoring position, hit 400. The Yankees were 4 for 26. That's a 154 average with runners in scoring position. We saw Giancarlo Stanton come up and strike out with the bases loaded. We saw him come up with first and third, nobody out last night, strike out. And that's obviously the difference in the game. The Yankees' inability to get big hits, obviously taking away the 16-1 game where they got killed. The Yankees had an opportunity in game one to win the game. They had an opportunity last night to win the game. And again, nobody could get it done. Nobody got a big hit. Their rally last night was a walk, a single, a strikeout by Stanton, another walk to load the bases, and then a hit batter and a sac fly. They never got a hit to score those 2 runs last night. Nobody could come up with a big hit. That's the difference between the Yankees and Red Sox. The Red Sox are actually able to take a professional approach and put the ball in play. I'm so sick of analytics with baseball talking about, the home run wins, the home run wins. Well, what did teams do before analytics? What did they do before analytics? How did the Yankees win 4 out of 5 championships? There wasn't analytics. There was no exit velo back in 1998. And I want to know about launch angle and exit velo. Does exit velo take into consideration when a dude strikes out 210 times? Does that average into it? Who cares if he hits the ball? Oh, like Giancarlo Stanton averages 92.7 exit velo. Yeah, when he connects with the ball. What about the other 210 times they don't put the ball in play? So many empty at-bats nowadays with baseball, and that's what the Yankees have fallen into. They have tons of unproductive at-bats. You can mash your way to 100 wins against bad teams, bad pitchers, hit home runs all over the place. You can break the all-time record for single-season home runs with 267. But it doesn't equate to facing a playoff team when you need to have a good bat up there, a guy that can actually make contact, a guy that will go the other way, a guy that will do what it takes just to put the ball in play. Back in the day, it was an embarrassment to strike out. Nowadays, it's almost like it's a badge of honor to strike out 200 times as long as you're hitting 35 homers. That's just not the way baseball should be played. It's inconsistent. The Yankees are feast or famine, and as I said last night, the Yankees winning and losing is like flipping a coin. Sometimes it's going to end up heads, you're going to win. Sometimes it's going to end up tails, you're going to lose. They ended up on the losing end of this because they didn't hit the home run. Game 2, they hit 3 home runs. They won the game 6-2. 5 of the runs they scored were on home runs. Other than that, they couldn't hit the ball out of the park. That's the way you beat the Yankees, and it's pretty easy. Giancarlo Stanton last at bat. Watch the live stream. I call it. I say Craig Kimbrell threw that high fastball because he's going to throw that slider low and away out of the strike zone. Stanton's going to chase it. It's exactly what he did. It's so predictable. Another major reason we lost was Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone is a horrendous manager. Aaron Boone has had so many ridiculously questionable calls. He does not know how to manage that bullpen whatsoever. He is a horrible manager. I don't care if he won 100 games. Regular season wins don't mean anything. It's how many you get in the postseason. Last year, the Yankees were 1 game away from winning or going to the World Series. This year, they couldn't get out of the first round, if you want to call. They couldn't get out of the ALDS, all right? They beat the Oakland A's fine. As soon as that stream started last night, Benintendi got hit in the elbow. I say right then and there, somebody needs to be up in the bullpen. Aaron Boone said after the game that their plan was to have CC Sabathia go through Jackie Bradley Jr. when they had 5 straight right-handed hitters up. As soon as, and not to mention, CC loaded the bases in the first inning, so he had a lot of work to do there. He walked Vasquez in the second inning. He wasn't cruising along and then hit Benintendi. He was struggling, and it was obvious he was struggling last night. You get David Robertson up to face the righties at that point. Benintendi gets hit, you get Robertson up, you have Sabathia throw over a couple times at first base. Then there's another hit, it's first and third, and then you can bring in David Robertson. Maybe the game is 1-0 instead of 3-0. There is no plan when you go into, of course you have a plan, but that doesn't mean you have to stick to it in a game where you're going to get eliminated. When I said before the game started, Britton, Betances, Chapman, and Robertson should be able to pitch 6 or 7 innings to get it out of us. CC should go 3 innings. He didn't even get through 3 innings. But, we have to get him through Jackie Bradley Jr. No, the best laid plans go to waste in the playoffs. You go by feel. You're supposed to manage by feel. You don't manage by the damn book. Look at that. Here, this guy only has a 68.2 exit velo off of Sabathia in his career. If the pitcher don't have it, he don't have it. And when you're getting ready to lose and you're going home for the year, do something to stop it. He didn't. And he did that all year. He needs to be gone. I hate Aaron Boone. And I speak for a lot of Yankee fans when I say that. He's not a good manager. Not at all. And he cost the Yankees in these games. At 16-1 game, whatever, you throw that one out the window. We just got killed. But he's just a bad manager. And against the A's, he tried to blow it. Okay? Number one, in game 3, he should have brought Severino back for the 4th inning. And in the wild card game, he should have brought Severino out for the 5th inning. Severino struggled. He left the bases loaded in the 4th inning. He could go to your bullpen at that time. No, he brought Severino out for the 5th. He gave him 2 hits in a row. They had first and third with nobody out. And if it wasn't for Dellin Betances being lights out, the Yankees wouldn't have even gotten to the ALDS because Boone almost blew that one too. It's just Betances pulled his ass out of the fire. So a disappointing year for the Yankees nonetheless. So that's really all I got to say about that. Like I said, it's just a disappointing year. They should have done better. They had their opportunities, and they just didn't come through because they don't give professional at-bats. They try to hit everything out of the park. They're over-anxious. They overswing. I saw it all series long. That's just what the Yankees do. So until that gets fixed and until that gets rectified and until we get better starting pitching in here, until we get a manager that knows how to manage a game and worries about baseball and not analytics, probably not going to win anything for a while. But again, that's just a disappointing end to a decent year. I'm not going to say it was a good year, a decent year. Anyway, that's really all I got. So like I said, join for the live stream tomorrow night, Eagles-Giants, and I'll see you then. Bad dogging them out. Deuces.